Hi students, in last class we were discussing about how to find the root or solution of a quadratic equation. We know that there are three methods to find the root of a quadratic equation. The first method is method of factorization. The second one is method of completing the square, and the third one is using quadratic formula. We studied how to find the root of a quadratic equation by the method of factorization. In this class, we are going to understand how to find the root of a quadratic equation by the method of completing the square. The second method is method of completing the square. So there are 5 steps to find the root of a quadratic equation by the method of completing the square. The first step is take always constant term to the RHS. Take always constant term to RHS. We know that general equation of a quadratic equation is a square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The first step is take always constant term to RHS. In this equation, we know that this is the constant term. Here x square, here x, this is the constant term. So first step is move the constant term to the RHS. That is a square plus bx is equal to, when plus c goes to RHS, it will become minus c. That is the first step. In second step, divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x square. Divide throughout this equation by the coefficient of x square. We know that the coefficient of x square is a. So we have to divide the entire equation by the coefficient a. So when we divide with this equation a, we will get x square by a cancel, we will get x square. That is, the coefficient of x square will become 1. Bx, when we divide with the bx by a, which is equal to minus c by a. When we multiply, so when we divide the equation throughout by a, we will get x square plus b by a x, which is equal to minus c by a. The step 3 is take the coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is b by a. So take the coefficient of x. So I took b by a, which is the coefficient of x. Then find the half. B by a, when we find the half, b by 2a. Then take the square. The square of b square, 2a square means 4a square. The third step is we have to take the coefficient of x. Here b by a is the coefficient of x. So then find the half. So the half of b by a means b by 2a. Then take the square means b square by 4a square. Then step 4, add the number obtained in step 3. That is, the number obtained in step 3 is b square by 4a square. Add the number obtained in step 3. That is, this is the number to both sides of the equation. So we got a number b square by 4a square. We have to add this number to the equation. Therefore, we will get, add the number obtained in step 3 to both sides of the equation. We will get a square plus b by a x plus, add this means plus b square by 4a square, which is equal to, in RHS there is minus c by a. When we add a number to an equation, we have to add both LHS and RHS. So when we add b square by 4a square to LHS, we have to also add to the RHS. Therefore, minus c by a plus b square by 4a square. Then step 5, now solve the equation. These are the 5 steps to find the root of the quadratic equation by the method of completing the square. First step is, first move the constant to the RHS. The second one is divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x square. Third one is take the coefficient of x, then find the half, then take the square. Add this number to the equation, then we will get another form. Now solve the equation. Let us consider an example. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. We have to find the root of this equation by the method of completing the square. We have the quadratic equation 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. The first step is moving this constant term to the RHS. Step 1 means moving the constant term. Here 3 is the constant term. We have to move this 3 onto the RHS. That is 2x square minus 5x which is equal to, when plus 3 goes to RHS, it will become minus 3. So the first step is over. 2x square minus 5x is equal to minus 3. The second step is consider the coefficient of x square. Here 2 is the coefficient of x square. We have to divide the entire equation by 2. So 2 is the coefficient of x square. We have to divide throughout the equation by 2. When we divide this equation by 2, we will get 2x square by 2 means x square minus 5x by 2 means 5x by 2, which is equal to, in RHS, minus 3 is there, divided by 2 means minus 3 by 2. The second step is also over. So x square minus 5x by 2, which is equal to minus 3 by 2. The third step is take the coefficient of x. Here minus 5 by 2 is the coefficient of x. So I am going to take only the number 5 by 2, no need of sign. I am going to take the coefficient of x, which is 5 by 2. Then half it. Half of 5 by 2 means 5 by 4. Half of 5 by 2 means 5 by 4. Then square means 5 square by 4 square. That is, the third step is take the coefficient of x, that is 5 by 2. Then take the half, which means 5 by 2 divided by 2 means 5 by 4. Then take the square means 5 square by 4 square. Then next step, add this number to this equation. So our equation is x square minus 5x by 2, which is equal to minus 3 by 2. We have to add this number to this equation. That is x square minus 5x by 2 plus 5 square by 4 square, which is equal to, we add to the LHS 5 square by 4 square. We have to also add to the RHS, that is minus 3 by 2 plus 5 square by 4 square. So x square minus 5x by 2 plus 5 square by 4 square, which is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 5 square by 4 square. Look at here, x square minus 5 by 2x plus 5 square by 4 square, which is in the form of a minus b all square. We know that a square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b all square. This is in the form of a minus b all square. So we can write x, here x minus 5 square by 4 square means 5 by 4 all square. That is, instead of x square minus 5x by 2 plus 5 square by 4 square, I am going to write x minus 5 by 4 all square. Which means a minus b all square means a square minus 2ab plus b square. That is x square minus 2ab, 2 into x into 5 by 4. 2 for cancel, therefore we get minus 5 by 2x plus b square, 5 square by 4 square. So LHS will become x minus 5 by 4 all square, which is equal to minus 3 by 2 is there, plus 5 square by 4 square. 5 square means 25, 4 square means 60. That is x minus 5 by 4 all square, which is equal to cross multiplication 16 into minus 3 and 2 into 25. 16 into minus 3 means minus 48. 16 into minus 3 minus 48. 2 into 25, which means 50. Divided by 2 into 60, 32. This into this plus this into this divided by this into this. Minus 48 plus 50 divided by 32. Which means x minus 5 by 4 all square, which is equal to minus 48 plus 50. Minus 48 plus 50 means plus 2 divided by 32. X minus 5 by 4 all square is equal to 2 by 32. We can cancel 2 and 32. 1, 60. 16 into 2, 32. Therefore, we can cancel 2. So, 1 by 60. So we got x minus 5 by 4 all square, which is equal to 1 by 60. The next step is taking the square root on both sides. Taking the square root on both sides. So when we take the square roots, x minus 5 by 4 all square. When we take the square root, we will get x minus 5 by 4. The square will go. When we take the root, the square will go. We will get x minus 5 by 4, which is equal to root of 1 by 16. The root of 1 means 1. Root of 16, that is 4. Because 4 square is 16. Therefore, root of 1 by 16 is 1 by 4. So, we are going to take. So, we took the root of x minus 5 by all square, which is equal to 1 by 16. Taking the square root on both sides, we got x minus 5 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 4. Not only 1 by 4, but also there is plus or minus 1 by 4. We have to put plus or minus 1 by 4. So we got x minus 5 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 4, which means which implies x is equal to, we have to move this minus 5 by 4 to the arches. That is, when minus 5 by 4 goes to arches, it will become plus 5 by 4. Then plus or minus is there, 1 by 4 is there. So x is equal to plus or minus 1 by 4. So x is equal to 5 by 4, 5 by 4 plus or minus 1 by 4. Which means x is equal to 5 by 4 plus 1 by 4, or x is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4. X is equal to 5 by 4 plus or minus means plus 1 by 4, or x is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4. There are two cases. There is plus or minus. Therefore, 5 by 4 plus 1 by 4, and x is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1 by 4. Which means x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 4. That is, when we add this, denominator is same. Therefore, 4 is there. 5 plus 1 by 4, or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4. X is equal to 5 plus 1 by 4 means x is equal to 5 plus 1, 6. 6 by 4. Or x is equal to, when we cut with 2, we will get 3 by 2. So we got one value, x is equal to 3 by 2. X is equal to 5 minus 1 by 4 means x is equal to 5 minus 1, 4. 4 by 4. X is equal to 4 by 4, or x is equal to 4 by 4 cancel, we got 1. So we got two values for x. X is equal to 3 by 2 and x is equal to 1. Therefore, 3 by 2 and 1 are the roots of this equation. 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Let us consider another example. 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. We have to find the root of this equation by the method of completing the square. The first step is moving the constant term to the arches. That is 2x square minus 7x, which is equal to, when plus 3 moves to arches, we will get minus 3. So the first step is 2x square minus 7x, which is equal to minus 3, moving the constant term to the arches. The second step is consider the coefficient of x square. Here also 2 is the coefficient of x square. So divide the equation throughout by 2. So when we divide this term by 2, we will get 2 and 2 cancel. We will get x square minus 7x by 2, which is equal to arches minus 3 is there. So minus 3 by 2. So x square minus 7x by 2, which is equal to minus 3 by 2. The third step is take the coefficient of x. Here minus 7 by 2. I am going to take 7 by 2 only. No need of sign. 7 by 2. I took the coefficient of x 7 by 2. Then half it, which means half of this means 7 by 2 by 2, which means 7 by 4. 7 by 4, then square, which means 7 square by 4 square. So take the coefficient of x, then find the half, then square. 7 square by 4 square. Add this quantity to both sides of this equation is the next step. Adding 7 square by 4 square to both sides of this equation is the next step. Therefore, x square minus 7x by 2, 7 plus 7 square by 4 square, which is equal to minus 3 by 2 is there, plus 7 square by 4 square. So we got x square minus 7x by 2 plus 7 by 4, 7 square by 4 square, which is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 7 square by 4 square. When we look on the LHS, we can understand that this is either in the form of a plus b all square or a minus b all square. The LHS like a plus b all square or a minus b all square. Here minus is there, so we can understand that it should be in the form of a minus b all square. So x square minus 7x by 2 plus 7 square by 4 square. I am going to write x minus 7 by 4. X minus 7 by 4 all square instead of x square minus 7x by 2 plus 7 square by 4 square, because a minus b all square is equal to a square minus 2ab. 2 into x into 7 by 4. That is 2, 4 cancel, 7 by 2. So 7 by 2x plus b square. That is 7 square plus 4 square. Therefore, x square minus 7x by 2 plus 7 square by 4 square in the form of a minus b all square. So I wrote x minus 7 by 4 all square, which is equal to, in RHS we are going to simplify. Minus 3 by 2 plus 7 square by 4 square. We know 7 square is 49. 7 to 7 49. And 4 square is 60. 49 by 60. That is x minus 7 by 4 all square, which is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus 49 by 60. We can cross multiply, or we can change this the denominator in the form of 16. So multiply with the 8. That is minus 3 by 2 into 8. That is minus 24 by 60. That is minus 24 by 60 plus 49 by 60. Then the denominator will be same. Otherwise, we can cross multiply 16 into minus 3 plus 2 into 49 by 2 into 16, or change this term in the form of denominator 16. That is minus 24 by 60. That is x minus 7 by 4 all square, which is equal to minus 24 plus 49 by 60. That is x minus 7 by 4 all square, which is equal to minus 24 plus 49, which is equal to 20, 16, 25 by 60. So x minus 7 by 4 all square is equal to 25 by 60. Taking the square root on both sides. Taking square root on both sides. Roots on both sides. X minus 7 by 4 all square root means x minus 7 by 4, which is equal to 25 by 16. Root of 25, that is 5, and root of 16, which is 4. So we got x minus 7 by 4 is equal to, we write plus or minus 5 by 4. x minus 7 by 4 is equal to plus or minus 5 by 4, which means x is equal to, when minus 7 by 4 come to RHS, it will become 7 by 4 plus 7 by 4. Plus or minus is there, 5 by 4. So we got x is equal to 7 by 4 plus or minus 5 by 4, which means x is equal to 7 by 4 plus 5 by 4 or 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4. That is x is equal to 7 by 4 plus or minus 5 by 4 means x is equal to 7 by 4 plus 5 by 4 or x is equal to 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4. That is x is equal to denominator is same 4, therefore 12 by 4 which is equal to 3, or 7 by 4 minus 5 by 4 means x is equal to 7 minus 5 by 4, that is 2 by 4 which is equal to 1 by 2. So we got two values for x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore 3 and 1 by 2 are the roots of this quadratic equation. So we studied how to find the roots of a quadratic equation by the method of completing the square.